Well, I'm here today with Vice President for Student Affairs, Joe Paul, and we're in the beautiful courtyard just outside of Hattiesburg Hall. Now, Hattiesburg Hall welcomed students as a residence 100 years ago, so we're celebrating a birthday of sorts, but we're also celebrating the rich history of student life on the campus and what Hattiesburg Hall has contributed to that student life. So, Dr. Paul, keeper of all memories of student things, tell us a little bit about the history of Hattiesburg Hall and what it's meant to the progress of the university.
Well, it may be our most significant historic building. To think that the very first fall this place opened, that our female residents lived in Hattiesburg Hall, and that students have lived there every single year of 100 years of delivering higher education is really significant. In the first fall of 1912, not only did the female residents live in Hattiesburg Hall, but the clinic was housed on the first floor.
So how's it changed over the years?
Well, it's had many iterations. For most of its history, Hattiesburg Hall has housed female students. We converted it to house male students in the late 1970s, and that was quite a time. That was a time when Greek men in particular had sort of dominated student government and intramurals, and a group of spirited independent men moved into Hattiesburg Hall, named themselves the Hattiesburg Hallers, and became very active in student politics and intramurals. And in fact, Jim Borsig, who is now the new president at MUW, was student body president and one of the original Hattiesburg Hallers.
One of the Hattiesburg Hallers.
Right.
We're also celebrating something new and planning for the future of new residence life and new residence hall on the campus. Tell us about that.
We have received board approval to proceed with Century Park 2, which will be a 956-bed multi-building community immediately south of 4th Street. We will raise half of Bond Hall, Van Hall, and Scott Hall and create beautiful new living accommodations for freshmen, some upperclassmen, and some beautiful outdoor space as well.
And that's going to change a lot of the look of the campus too. How's it going to be different? It's
going to be incredibly beautiful, for one thing. There's a grand north entrance to the Cochran Center that's really blocked by Scott Hall. And when those buildings are raised, the community will be built in such a way that will create a mall effect, as we have on the front of the campus, running from the Cochran Center all the way over to the Century Park Learning Center. We're going to call it Spirit Park, and there'll be many opportunities for outdoor engagement there. It's going to be quite beautiful and transformational.
So with with the new residence halls, we'll have about 3,600 beds. What kind of a difference does that make to student life? What kind of a difference does it make to the campus?
It makes an incredible difference. I mean, these will be state-of-the-art, luxurious, efficient facilities. It'll be attractive to recruiting the best and brightest students. But most folks don't realize what a role residence life can play in student success. We know that students who live on campus tend to get acclimated to the campus faster. They get engaged, they get involved, they do better academically, they persist, and they graduate.
Can you give us an estimated timeline on the new residence halls?
I can. We hope to raise the buildings this summer, break ground in November, and be open for the fall term of 2014. So.
And who's going to live there?
Mostly freshmen. All of our Lucky Day scholars will live in a living and learning community, so that'll include some upperclassmen as well.
You mentioned living and learning communities. I'm not sure everybody quite understands what that is.
Well, in this example, our Lucky Day citizenship scholars are very focused on community service. So they will all live together, they'll have upper class mentors, and there will be specific programming in the residence halls that'll sort of guide them on their journey as servant leaders at Southern Miss.
So is there going to be a party for Hattiesburg Hall?
Absolutely. We have to have that 100th birthday party.
Absolutely.
And it'll be next Thursday, April the 12th at 3 p.m. The residents of Hattiesburg Hall, the Residence Life staff, invite faculty, staff, and other students to come. We'll have more than 100 cupcakes there, and we'll have a good birthday party and celebrate.
You'll need more than 100 cupcakes.
We'll have all we need.
Dr. Joe Paul, happy birthday, Hattiesburg Hall.